Good evening and welcome. You're watching the 7 o'clock news on CNC3. I'm Ria Rambali.
I'm Ryan Bachu.
I am Jassim Marique with sport.
And I'm Jamal Krampasad with your weather.
Let's tell you what's making the news tonight. Murder accused Raja Ali among 18 detained under prevention emergency orders. He's accused of continuing gang leadership even while in custody.
The Prime Minister says CARICOM unity was fractured even before her backing of U.S. presence in the Caribbean.
Former Prime Minister slams government support of U.S. warships as reckless.
Ahead in sport, we are not going to be able to compete with the powerhouses of USA and Canada and Costa Rica and those other teams until we actually get at home. TNT's women's volleyball head coach calls for a home for the sport, pledging 75% of personal funds.
I'm tracking 2 tropical waves off to our east. I'll let you know what we can expect in tonight's weather report.
Murder accused Raja Ali and his brother Hamid are among 16 people now under emergency detention orders, meaning Raja is no longer protected by the usual prison rules.
Despite their present status of being remanded prisoners, security officials believe they are a threat to national security and need further restrictions. Jensen Levend has more in this report.
Murder accused Raja Ali and his brother Hamid are among 15 people who had detention orders against them. The orders were gazetted on Monday. Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander signed the orders for the 15 suspected gangsters between August 11th and 20th. Given that Ali is currently in prison, Defense Attorney Fareed Ali explained that this latest move will give police additional powers to question him at will.
The evidential threshold is narrower when it's a regular crime, whereas in relation to emergency powers, mere suspicion is enough.
According to the detention order, Raja Ali is the leader of the radical Islamic criminal gang and conspired with others to carry out targeted killings of law enforcement officers and other public officials in public spaces. The order added that he was able to traffic in prohibited articles within the maximum security prison and communicate and engage in gang activity despite his incarceration at both prison and the Defense Force base. The order, signed by Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander, states that Raja Ali poses an immediate threat to public safety and must remain in detention, citing his continued ability to orchestrate gang activity despite being incarcerated. Minister Roger Alexander also issued revocation orders for 3 individuals who had previously been served detention orders earlier this month. The men were all in prison at the time the orders were made against them. The detention order against Raja Ali was gazetted hours after his attorneys filed an emergency order before High Court Judge Westman James. The attorneys requested that he be given airing time, clean clothes, halal meals, flushing toilets, family visits, personal grooming products, books, and insect repellent. James adjourned the matter to September 5th as Ali's attorneys continue their challenge against the law that allows the state to issue detention orders against prisoners. Jensen Levend, CNC3 News.
The Prime Minister is standing firm on her support for the U.S. Navy's presence near Venezuela, declaring tonight that her foreign and domestic policy over the next 5 years will be Trinidad and Tobago first.
Kamla Prasad-Bisessa's position amid rising U.S.-Venezuela tensions has drawn criticism, mainly from the opposition PNM. Responding to questions from CNC3 News, Prasad-Bisessa insisted she cannot be blamed for weakening CARICOM, claiming the regional body appeared fractured even before her comments on Saturday.
Akash Samru has more, including reaction from the Venezuelan government to the Prime Minister's position.
Amidst criticism over her stance on the ongoing tensions between Venezuela and the United States, the Prime Minister is unbothered and unapologetic. And while the Prime Minister has been accused of causing a fracture in CARICOM through her unilateral support of the presence of the U.S. Navy near Venezuelan waters, Prasad-Bisessa said other CARICOM members stated their position even before her statement on Saturday. The Prime Minister told CNC3 News that CARICOM unity had been fractured before her comment, as St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada and Dominica had already backed Venezuela while condemning the U.S. when it released a statement under the banner of ALBA, an intergovernmental group made up of Caribbean and Latin American nations. The Prime Minister said whether CARICOM likes it or not, the U.S. has the capacity to disrupt the drug networks, and to partner with the Americans is not to undermine the Caribbean region, but to defend it. Prasad Bisesa said while people are calling for collaboration with CARICOM, it is the TNT taxpayer that is footing the bill for illegal Venezuelan migrants in the country. Kamala Prasad Bisesa said, like it or not, her government's position for the next 5 years will be Trinidad and Tobago first. The Prime Minister said thousands of citizens are being murdered, and she indicated that just yesterday, an elderly woman was sexually assaulted by someone believed to be an illegal immigrant. Prasad Bisesa said going forward, the country's foreign policy will be dictated mainly on what is in the best interest for the citizens of this country. Calling out what she deemed as the hypocrisy of Dr. Keith Rowley's condemnations, she said it was the same Keith Rowley who, as CARICOM chair, appealed for help from the U.S. to combat a flow of guns into the region. The Prime Minister said the Caribbean is on fire, engulfed by the flames of illegal drug, gun and arms trafficking. And Prasad Bisesa said she's fed up of the talk, and even efforts by CARICOM have failed to produce a solution. She believes the U.S. has now taken decisive action, and this country stands by it. The Prime Minister said the former government had no issue working with the Joe Biden administration, and if it is that the opposition and critics don't like President Donald Trump's politics and ideology, then that is their choice, and they should come out and say it. But as far as she's concerned, her government does not have to go along with their views. Meanwhile, Prasad Bisesa's backing of America has caught the attention of Venezuela's ruling party, the United Socialist Party of Venezuela. Prasad Bisesa said Trinidad and Tobago is standing by to be an American base if Venezuela invades Guyana over its claim to the Essequibo region. But the Venezuelan ruling party has called that position shameless, with its Secretary General adding that he's sure Trinidad and Tobago nationals are not proud of Prasad Bisesa's stance. Akash Samaru, CNC3 News.
Well, former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has blasted Kamala Prasad Bisesa's announcement that her government supports a U.S. military presence in the Caribbean and would allow warships access to Trinidad and Tobago if Venezuela attacked Guyana.
In a Facebook post, Dr. Rowley accused her of abandoning decades of regional diplomacy and aligning with Washington's Monroe Doctrine. He recalled 2019 when CARICOM leaders rejected ultimatums, engaged the UN and spearheaded accords that brought Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro and Guyana's Irfan Ali face to face. He argued that those moves prevented war and calmed tensions. Dr. Rowley warned that legacy is now being discarded, saying Trinidad and Tobago has set foreign policy alight as a beacon to Monroe Doctrine advocates. He also shared a viral post calling the UNC government's stance, quote, the most reckless foreign policy statement in years.
And the opposition is also labeling the Prime Minister's stance on U.S. warships in the Caribbean as, quote, reckless and sinister. Former Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Amory Brown insists the dispute belongs before the International Court of Justice, warning that her position undermines both national sovereignty and CARICOM unity. He also accuses the Prime Minister of turning her back on the country's responsibilities as a founding member of CARICOM and regional security lead.
So what she has done there over 24 hours ago is to fire a shot across the bow of CARICOM solidarity and literally sabotage our region's ability to form a consensus and craft a united position. Unintelligent, inconsistent, unreliable, and lacking in credibility with respect to the use of marine assets to deal with the drug trade.
Dr. Brown also criticized Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers for dismissing the remarks of U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance, who recently compared crime in Washington, D.C. to that of TNT. Sobers said that Vance was speaking about crime under the PNM.
That is unintelligent, and it does no good to the national standard and the national image overseas, of which you are the custodian.
Efforts to contact Minister Sobers were unsuccessful. Meanwhile, opposition leader Penelope Beckles called on the Prime Minister to stop hiding behind press releases and face the media to defend her position on national issues.
Meanwhile, former National Security Minister Gary Griffith believes Trinidad and Tobago stands to benefit from its alignment with the United States as tensions between Washington and Caracas continue to escalate. Griffith says while the geopolitical situation requires careful management, the country's long-standing ties with the U.S. provide a level of stability and security in uncertain times. He cautioned, however, against what he described as continuous speculation, warning that unverified commentary could fuel misinformation and public confusion.
We need to be very careful, and if it is that their intention is to do to Trinidad and Tobago the same that they intend to do to Guyana, and they are allies of Trinidad and Tobago that could protect Trinidad and Tobago, I am stating let us utilize it properly, because information can be filtered into the public to falsely mislead them into thinking the wrong thing. So I need us to be very careful. We must not be operating based on emotion. We need to do it based on logic.
Griffith underscored the need for an urgent and united front among Caribbean leaders on this development. The Prime Minister had previously indicated that her government does not intend to engage CARICOM on this matter.
Well, in light of the mixed views on the Prime Minister's stance, today we asked if you believe she should reconsider her support for the United States.
Here's what some of you had to say.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
The U.S. kind of intimidating to her, so I believe she kind of scared. She probably might be putting the country best interest at heart, or not trying to cause no trouble with the U.S. So the only thing she could do is support the U.S.
Right now, we have to consider the children, so I don't really think that's a good solution at all for Trinidad and Tobago.
Kamala, she power, so what she had to do, and that's it.
Most definitely, seeing as how they destroy the Dragon deal, we shouldn't be supporting them at all, with nothing they're doing.
I find she should think twice before she keep supporting whatever's happening right now. That is my diplomatic answer.
And totally support her decision to stand with the United States government, because this whole thing that has been going on with Venezuela is very troublesome.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
Still to come in the news, former PNM Minister Dr. Lenny Saith dies.
Father of 12 fatally stabbed days after welcoming newborn child.
And coming up in sport, Northern's league celebrations put on ice following defeat to Royalians.
At Bagwansing's Port of Spain and Chaguanas, we are committed to providing quality products for all major building projects. Let's build together with rebars and beams, BRC coils and mats, RHS and angles, roofing sheets and purlins, lumber, plywood and MDF. Bagwansing's, building homes, building communities, building TNT for over 60 years. Bagwansing's Port of Spain and Chaguanas, building value every day.
A father of 12 is killed days after welcoming his youngest child.
Police said 40-year-old Sherwin Balkaran was stabbed to death during an argument along Railway Road last evening. He collapsed on the roadside after one of the men pulled a knife and stabbed him in his throat. Neighbors raised the alarm, but Balkaran died before help could reach him. Now his grieving father recalls the last moments he saw his son alive.
Last time I saw him, about 2 days now. He went out to work and from work, he dropped around me, sliding through. He went to mix concrete and out in. When he gone out there, well, from the job by Mora and he gone by Mora, like really waiting on him.
Police are continuing investigations and have interviewed several witnesses.
And robbery is believed to be the motive behind Tobago's 5th murder for the year. The victim, 26-year-old shop owner Keelan Malcolm, was shot dead at his business place on Pembroke Bay Road last night. Senior Superintendent Earl Eli reported that around 8:50 p.m., Malcolm was at his shop with his common-law wife when a man wearing a camouflage mask entered the establishment. The assailant opened fire on Malcolm, hitting him about the body. The gunman then pointed the weapon at Malcolm's common-law wife and demanded money before fleeing. The victim was taken to the Roxborough Regional Hospital by his partner and others, where he was pronounced dead. And a tragic incident in San Fernando has claimed the life of a man who was desperately trying to save his home from a fire. 60-year-old David Greaves of Navat Road was cooking on a fireside when he accidentally poured too much gasoline, causing a sudden flare-up that set his home on fire. Police said Greaves suffered burns to his legs while trying to extinguish the flames. Neighbors called the Monrepo fire station and firefighters quickly put out the blaze. He was taken to the San Fernando General Hospital where doctors treated him for burns and smoke inhalation. However, he later died. Residents described Greaves as a quiet man who lived alone with his dog, and they mourned the tragic way his life ended.
Former Cabinet Minister, Senior Advisor and stalwart of the PNM, Dr. Lenny Saith, has died. PNM political leader Penelope Beckles made the announcement during a media briefing this afternoon. In a statement a short while ago, she also described him as a political giant. An engineer by profession, he entered politics in 1987, later serving as PNM chairman and as a government senator, minister and acting prime minister on several occasions. Dr. Saith also guided the PNM back to power in the 1991 general election and was widely regarded as a mentor to many in politics.
Dr. Saith, as you know, entered politics, as I recall, around 1987 when the People's National Movement was actually in opposition. And Dr. Saith was an engineer by profession. He chaired the People's National Movement. And Dr. Saith was very soft-spoken, but very humble, extremely effective.
Former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said he was deeply saddened by the passing of Dr. Saith, saying, in all their years working together, he never saw Dr. Saith frown or utter a word in anger, calling him a calming voice who always steered discussions toward reason and good outcomes.
The opposition leader is calling on the government to stop interfering with the running of Free Citizens, which is majority state-owned.
Meanwhile, after a video went viral showing alleged maggots at Elysium Bar and Lounge last month, owner Umesh Meena says a joint investigation with the health department found no evidence to support the claim. Andrea Perez-Sobers shares more in tonight's Business Watch.
Business Watch, brought to you by Flow. We keep your rhythm flowing.
Following the government's move last week to pressure the group CEO of majority state-owned First Citizens Group, Karen Darbesi, to resign 2 months before her retirement, opposition leader Penelope Beckles Robinson, during a news conference on Monday, made it clear the government does not have the power to do such.
Or we need to tell them financial institutions are not playthings. Investor confidence is built on trust, and political interference shatters trust. So we want to say to this government that the people of Trinidad and Tobago are the majority shareholders of First Citizens Bank, and they deserve honesty and not backroom maneuvering.
CNC3 understands that one of the reasons the government wanted Darbesi to resign immediately was because it claimed the bank had provided former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley with preferential access to foreign exchange. Looking at a restaurant issue, after a customer took to social media claiming they found maggots in their meal, the viral post triggered swift backlash and damage to Elysium Bar and Lounge reputation. Speaking to Business Watch on the issue, owner and chef Umesh Meena says the restaurant has sanitization protocols logged every 3 hours.
I investigated the incident. We didn't find anything. Health and us did together thorough investigation immediately after the incident, and we didn't find anything which I can say was brought in by social media. We didn't find anything. But we still maintain the same high standards. It never happened in my 25 years.
When the story ran in yesterday's Business Guardian magazine, many persons commented on Facebook that they were not convinced by Mina's explanation, while some were in support of the comments made by Mina. On the foreign exchange issue, Mina indicates that while the restaurant relies heavily on imported goods from the United States, it is trying to manage the crunch.
We do have problems, but problems are not that big that we can't import, right, at this point. I know they're going on. Yeah. I have some credit cards from different banks, so they're trying to help a little bit here and there.
And now for a look at today's energy and foreign exchange prices. Andrea Perez-Sobers, CNC3 Business Watch.
Business Watch, brought to you by Flow. We keep your rhythm flowing.
Let's tell you what's still to come in the news tonight.
She is worth every cent, every minute of me losing sleep to make sure she's okay.
A husband needs help for his wife fighting 2 cancers.
We had another sweltering morning interrupted by a few showers which developed by midday. Now there were a few heavy afternoon showers which developed over western coastal areas of Trinidad and also over Tobago. I'll have the details on the tropical waves to our east and the next Saharan dust plume coming up just after the break.
Cricket is Caribbean passion, pure energy and pride. That's why Flow is proud to be the official telecommunications partner of the Trinbago Knight Riders for CPL 2025. Win tickets to TKR home matches or an all-inclusive finals home line when you sign up for the Everything You Need plan. Plus, enjoy 25% off for 6 months. One identity, one beat, one rhythm. Visit discoverflow.co to learn more. Promotion approved by the NLCB.
Wait, you thought Christmas in July was over? Think again. Bright Ideas is slaying it till September. The deals you love are still here. Kitchen must-haves, home decor, and back-to-school steals. Plus the best prices on stationery. Get 12 copybooks for just $12.99. Copyright paper only $29.99. And 6 notebooks for $18.99. Plus so much more. Shop in-store or online at brightideashomestore.com. But hurry, these deals melt away September 9th.
Do you suffer from pain in your back, knees, or joints and need effective pain relief? Get your life back with Omega XL, a natural, safe, anti-inflammatory supplement. This small soft gel has up to 22 times more omega-3 free fatty acids than fish oil and is backed by 30 years of clinical research.
I can just tell you from my experiences, there's nothing like this Omega XL.
Live the life you deserve and get the relief you need. Get Omega XL now at your local pharmacy.
Get the best back-to-school specials at Southern Fruit Basket. Malta, 1 case for $94.50. Malta Shandy Ginseng 3 for $19.95. Coca-Cola 2 liters 2 for $19.95. EcoFrost straight cut fries 2.5 kg 2 for $69.95. Swiss barbecue sauce 500 ml 2 for $17.95. Swiss Econopack ketchup 750 ml 3 for $19.95. Available at Southern Fruit Basket. Offers available while stocks last.
There's a powerful switch inside your body, AMPK. It tells your system to burn fat, balance blood sugar, and boost energy. Berberine Plus activates AMPK naturally, supporting metabolism, weight management, and healthy insulin function. Available now at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Berberine Plus, powered by AMPK, perfected by nature.
stress when your getaway car gets away? Have peace of mind with CG United Comprehensive Motor Insurance.
This mask is itchy. Does anyone have any lotion?
We can't protect you from scary clowns, but we can protect you from motor theft and damage. CG United. Good like that.
Presenting the most modern pharmaceutical facility in the country, Food Basket Hyperfarm Pharmacy Food Basket Complex, Arima. We stock the widest range of health and beauty products, baby supplies, stationery, fragrances, and cosmetics. Our organic, sugar, and gluten-free products cater to vegans and the health conscious. A wide assortment of dispensary medication and over-the-counter items at the most affordable prices. Make Hyperfarm Pharmacy your choice. Located on the compound of Food Basket Complex, Arima.
Come to Fun Station, where dreams take flight. Have a happy, fun time from day till night. It's a special place that shines so bright, and we're all kids late with no end in sight. And yes, now we're playing and laughing and free, together with you and all of our friends.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance, but we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza, Endeavour, Chaguanas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon.
Welcome back. Primary school teacher Kriana Varsha Ramnarine has spent the last 3 years battling cancer.
And despite multiple rounds of chemotherapy, radiation, and relentless side effects, the cancer continues to return stronger than before.
Today, Kriana and her husband are asking you to help save her life. Here's Radhika De Silva and Chaitika Singh with more.
I feel like cancer take away who I am.
Since 2002, Kriana Varsha Rupnarine of Macbean Couva has been battling Hodgkin's and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, blood cancers of the lymphatic system. But after 3 years of treatment, it's more aggressive than ever before.
I have never thought that cancer is going to kill me. That thought, I never allowed my mind to reach that point that cancer is going to kill me, but my fear is that cancer changes who I am. Because it affects my body. It affects my body in ways that I didn't think will ever happen.
Her greatest joy is teaching her students at Irie Village Government Primary School. But every day is a struggle as her body weakens.
Sometimes it feels like my body is holding me back from being a teacher that I know that I could be. And it takes away that ability. And I feel like sometimes my students fall short. Now, I have been assured by everyone in my school that that is not the case. But obviously, you feel different.
Comforted by her husband, Javar Jadubansi, she dreams of becoming a mother. But he says this may never be a reality.
Now that this thing, cancer, is in our life, a family of our own is at a chance of not happening, because chemotherapy, the more chemo she does actually can affect her ability to have children.
Doctors in India have offered her one last chance at survival, a bone marrow transplant that costs US $100,000. But it's far beyond their reach. Family and friends have been praying and fundraising tirelessly, but they have not made up the money, so they're calling on the public for help.
She is worth every cent, every minute of me losing sleep to make sure she's okay.
Anyone wanting to assist can donate to her GoFundMe account or to the bank account numbers on your screen. You can also call 467-2415. Radhika De Silva, CNC3 News.
Such a touching story, Ryan. One of love and hope.
Yeah, and you can contact Kriana Rupnarine at 467-2415. That's 467-2415.
now time for the weather forecast with Jean-Marc Rampasad, and it's been a scorching past few days. Is August turning up to be the hottest month of the year?
Well, no, if you think August is hot, just wait until we get into September, which is the peak of the heat season for Trinidad and Tobago. Temperatures are expected to get even higher during the day, and it's also going to be humid with all of these systems around. So let's take a look at the satellite. The tropical waves just keep coming through, and the most recent one is now in the Caribbean Sea, still producing some thunderstorms, but no chance of cyclone development. Off to our east, we still have two tropical waves, number 27, which is expected to bring some rainfall as early as Wednesday, and number 28, which has a lot of Saharan dust to its north, and it's also expected to bring some stronger winds over our area from Friday. So we will be keeping an eye on that one. But for the dust in particular, it's expected to last from Friday into Sunday. Now let's check in on Tropical Storm Fernand, who hasn't been much of a problem as it currently poses no threat to any landmass. Fernand is heading out into the North Atlantic Ocean, farther away from the Caribbean. It's also expected to maintain tropical storm strength until Wednesday, when it encounters cooler waters, and then it'll gradually weaken. So for our local forecast for tonight, initially partly cloudy, becoming mostly fair, but we can expect a few showers still just in a few areas. Overnight lows of 25 in Trinidad and 26 degrees Celsius in Tobago. For tomorrow, we can expect showers scattered throughout the day and over both islands. Now, the heavier showers and isolated thunderstorms are expected to favor eastern areas of Trinidad during the morning, then western areas during the afternoon. We can also expect some showers to continue overnight as some moisture associated with the next tropical wave approaches. Sea conditions are currently moderate, with waves in open waters up to 2 meters and near 1 meter, but occasionally choppy, as we're expecting some long-period northerly swells which originated in the North Atlantic Ocean from Erin and Fernand. So exercise some caution, especially in the nearshore areas and the sheltered areas along the north and western coastlines of Trinidad in particular. Winds are expected out of the east-southeast at 10 to 15 knots. Now looking ahead, a bit more cloud cover on Wednesday and Thursday with a higher chance of showers and thunderstorms, and that's associated again with the next tropical wave. We can see some slight improvement on Friday and Saturday, even though the next wave is expected to pass then, but we'll have the Saharan dust to deal with on those days, as well as some potentially stronger winds. So it's looking like a relatively active week in terms of tropical waves, but we may not see any named storms this week in the Atlantic.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Jean-Marc. Let's tell you what's still to come in the news. Over 5,000 book grants issued. The Education Ministry says it's prioritizing parents in need over others.
What should your parents use to fight inflammation?
Omega XL.
What do you think I should take, babe?
My mommy and daddy should use Omega XL to fight inflammation.
So I hear Beta Homes has the best kitchens.
You heard right. We have Shaker Style, Modern Euro, and Hardwood.
I like this one. Can I test it right here, right now?
Sure, but how are you going to do that?
All right, you all, come inside. Are you ready?
Time to live!
Oh, a spice rack.
Soft close door hinges. Oh, this countertop's nice, well.
It's hot, you know.
So, what do you think?
Well,
this 100%.
I'll take it. Build the kitchen you love for less at Beta Homes, Caroni or French Street.
Food Basket Marketplace is celebrating our 34th anniversary for the month of August, and you're invited. Massive deals like big deal peas and carrots, big deal kidney beans. Buy 3 tins, get 1 free. Port Royal oil, 900 ml. Buy 3, get 1 free. Buy 12 packs of toilet paper and get a pack of napkins free. Come and shop to win in one of our 34 shopping sprees. Big giveaways and free hampers to be won. Only at Food Basket Marketplace, Orima, Chaguanas, Shop Flair, and Gulfview. Food Basket, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket.
Some nights call for more than just a slice. At Rizzoni's, we serve pizza the way it was meant to be. Brick-fired, bold, and brought out fresh, again and again. This is all you can eat, Rizzoni style, where the pizzas come to you. Crisp crusts, rich sauce, melty cheese, every round with new toppings, new flavors, and no limit. Every Friday from 4 p.m. Join us at Movie Town, Fiesta Plaza, Port of Spain, or C3 Movie Town, San Fernando. So go ahead, stay for that next slice. We'll keep them coming.
Built to Last has a massive sale on roofing materials, including standing seam. Invest in durable roofing sheets at unbeatable prices. Choose our supply and installation package and enjoy huge savings on your roof. Quality materials, quality prices, quality workmanship. Our name says it all. Built to Last, for roofing that is built to last. We will not be beaten on price. Enjoy free delivery and free roll forming on standing seam and guttering on site. Call us now, 355-7703.
The moment my children came into my life, I do everything I can for them to live healthy, enjoyable lives. Nature's Ways Alive Kids Gummies are multivitamin gummies meant to support the development of children's bodies. They come in delicious fruit flavors and contain natural plant-based pectin. This means that if I'm looking for an alternative to animal-based gelatin for personal reasons, they are the best choice for my little ones. Choose Alive Kids Gummies by Nature's Way for your children because they deserve it.
New promotions. Arima Door Center number 4, Cleaver Road, Arima is having new arrivals and new prices. See new security steel doors, $1,900. A variety of door handles starting at $60. Bathroom vanity sets, $1,700. So hurry to Arima Door Center.
Get the best back to school specials at Southern Food Basket. Soft and pretty paper towels, 3-pack, 2 for $29.95. Snuggle napkins, 250s, 2 for $22.95. Quicks 300 ml, 3 for $24.95. Western corned beef, 2 for $28.95. Blue ribbon chicken franks, 450 grams, 2 for $26.95. Blue ribbon turkey bologna, 200 grams, 3 for $24.95. Available at Southern Food Basket. Offers available while stocks last.
Whether you're an athlete, a business professional, or simply someone who values their health, Omega XL can empower you to keep doing what you love. Don't let joint discomfort hold you back.
Live long, stay strong with the XL brand.
Muscle Russell.
There's a new Cricks back with colors that pop. Huh? Yeah, say colors that pop. Same great Cricks that's in all your shops.
T-shop?
All your shops. Fresh new look, delicious to see. Looks so good, delicious to see. With toppings on top of time, I'm real hungry.
Yeah, boy, real hungry.
Cricks, new pack is a hit. Best food, yeah, so don't sick. Ready for the short thing to fix your mix? Just reach for the new pack. Reach for your Cricks. Get your Cricks today. New look, same vital supplies.
Welcome back. The Education Ministry has announced that disbursements for the school supplies and book grant are underway, with 5,248 payments already issued.
The remaining 14,700 are expected to be completed by September 5th. Responding to concerns on the disbursements of the grants today, the Education Ministry noted that priority is being given to applicants receiving public assistance, the unemployed, persons with disabilities, and low-income households. The ministry's statement advised applicants to monitor their email accounts for payment notifications as funds are being transferred directly to bank accounts. But with 2 weeks until the start of the new academic year, the opposition is questioning what is the holdup. Former Minister of Education, Dr. Nian Gatsby-Dolly, said she has received many queries about the book grants and laptops and have seen the cries on social media. And earlier today, opposition leader Penelope Beckles called on the government to make the distributions in a timely manner.
All right, let's hand you over now to Jassy Marie for a look at sport. Jassy?
Thank you, Ria. After the break, we'll tell you Puerto Rico tops Tier 1 in CFU's Under-14 Girls Challenge Series and a new team.
Get the best back-to-school specials at Southern Food Basket. Colgate Triple Action 4-ounce, $19.95. Supplegent 330 ml, assorted 2 for $17.95. Creamery ice cream 1 gallon, 2 for $89.95. Sunshine corn chips 50 grams, 4 for $20. Holiday Cutters corn curls 48 grams, 6 for $20. Kellogg's cereal 280 grams, $22.95. Available at Southern Food Basket. Offers available while stocks last.
This Java bring the whole family to La Vega Estate, Trinidad's #1 family-friendly destination. Open daily, including weekends and public holidays. La Vega is more than Trinidad's leading garden center. It's packed with fun for everyone. New this season, thrilling ATV tours for the adventure seekers. Plus 2 large pools, fishing, nature trails, playgrounds, and more. Camp under the night sky. Make a booking for an unforgettable family getaway. Call or WhatsApp 714-5969 to plan your next adventure today. Gaming Express Limited is a premium importer and retailer of the highest quality brand name electronics. We stock the widest range of PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Samsung and Apple devices and accessories. Visit us at Shop 52, Level 2 Gulf City Mall in San Fernando, or contact us by phone or WhatsApp message at 687-7480 or 301-9797 or 798-1280. Like our Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on products and services.
Food Basket Marketplace is celebrating our 34th anniversary for the month of August, and you're invited. Enjoy massive deals like minced beef, £5 and $99. Cow heel, £5 for $79.95. Nestle cream milk, 4 for $54.95. Crown, 8 kilograms rice, $69.99. Come and shop to win one of our 34 shopping sprees. Big giveaways and free hampers to be won. Shop, save, and celebrate only at Food Basket Marketplace, Orima, Shagwana, Shafle, and Gulfview. Food Basket, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
Big ambition starts with clear vision. This back-to-learning season, Rera Optical has eyewear packages for every learner. For kids 15 years and under, get a free frame with lenses starting at just $495. Scholars, it's time to level up your look with frame plus lenses from $750. Lifelong learners, purchase any frame $1,099 plus and unlock up to 30% off premium lenses like Eisen, Varilux, and Transitions in 8 bold colors. And don't miss your chance to win a $1,500 learning supply voucher or transition lenses when you purchase any eyewear package. Ferrera Optical, big ambition, clear vision. Visit us in store today. This promotion is NOCB approved.
Magical Expressions Limited is the largest local importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Call us today at 701-6488, 701-6680, 728-6786, or visit our website to order.
Get it all at Southern Food Basket. Quality food to fill you.
Hey, pretty lady. I see you're looking for some hot sauce. Boy, move it. I have a man. See you. So you don't want no mother-in-law?
Attention valued shoppers, we are thrilled to celebrate 34 amazing years with you, our loyal customers. A huge congratulations to all our winners.
Hey, don't make joke. I know we're not shopping spree.
Snacks we buying, mommy.
Look, boy, come on, eh? Well, look how I just win a Caribbean getaway now. Rock back. Girl, I know we're not shopping spree, eh? Well, come on, help me now.
You don't have a man? Later.
Nah. It's Southern Food Basket's 34th anniversary extravaganza. From July 1st to August 31st. Shop and enter for a chance to win incredible prizes. Caribbean getaways, staycations, shopping spree, and the ultimate grand prize of a brand new Suzuki Grand Vitara.
Get the best back-to-school specials at Southern Food Basket. Malta, 1 case for $94.50. Malta, Shandy, Ginseng, 3 for $19.95. Coca-Cola, 2 liters, 2 for $19.95. EcoFrost straight cut fries, 2.5 kg, 2 for $69.95. Swiss barbecue sauce, 500 ml, 2 for $17.95. Swiss Econopack ketchup, 750 ml, 3 for $19.95. Available at Southern Food Basket. Offers available while stocks last.
Welcome back. It's time for sport now. Head coach of Trinidad and Tobago's senior women's volleyball team, Dion Hutchinson, has renewed calls for a home for the sport to be established. TNT's senior men's and women's Calypso Spikers returned home last night following participation at the Caribbean Zonal Championships in the Bahamas. While the TNT men's team placed 6th, the women's team managed to dethrone Jamaica and take home the title. And while these achievements were acknowledged and celebrated, Hutchinson said TNT will not break its glass ceiling in the sport without a change of approach to training and preparation.
We need a home for volleyball. We are not going to be able to compete with the powerhouses of USA and Canada and Costa Rica and those other teams until we actually get a home. I am willing to invest more than 75% or about 75% of the funds to build our indoor facility. And all I'm asking the government to do is give me 25%. We need almost like a school for all sports, where you're training 4 to 5 days a week consistently to be able to get the results that the world-class teams get. All right? Until then, we are going to be just the Caribbean champs. We are not going to go further.
The championship win for the women's team had additional sentiment for 41-year-old veteran Crystal Esdell.
Started my career with a win, and ended my career with any national team with a win. So this is nothing new. And I would like to say on this note, I want to say to everybody, every child out there in Trinidad and Tobago who has a dream, go for it. Nothing is impossible.
Yeah. Trinidad and Tobago's Northern's first defeat of the Trinidad and Tobago Rugby Union's league competition might prove costly in their bid to dethrone reigning champs Caribs as well as their rivals. A 24-12 defeat against the Royalians in Saturday's final round of matches put a possible spoke in the wheel of Northern as Caribs has a rescheduled fixture remaining. Caribs led Harvard 19-7 at halftime, but the men in green of Harvard launched a counterpunch early in the second half, Joshua Marston taking the ruck over for a try. However, the defending champions always looked capable of reinstating their 5-point lead, going close to the try line on a few occasions before eventually breaching their opponent's defense, this time shifting the ball to the far side for Giddis Phillip to take it home. But in a seesaw second half, Harvard responded for what would be the final time. Emmanuel Joseph with the score to blunt the final scoreline, Caribs 24, Harvard 17. Earlier, the previously undefeated Trinidad Northern met TNT Royalians. Royalians, with a chance to go second in the league with a win, laid the first siege, the ball finding its way to Aaron Sylvester in the left side express lane. That lead grew to 10 with a well-designed attack sprung by Corey Edwards' boot and knocked on and finished by Travis Carmichael. Edwards tacked on 2 points on the conversion. They weren't done yet, Royalians, and sent Andrew Quash behind enemy lines next, Northern shell-shocked. And Edwards making his second conversion, 19-0 Royalians. There was more involvement from Edwards, this time a try following up on the loose ball as Royalians ran up a 24-0 lead. Northern would only appear on the score sheet in the second half with a try each from James Phillip and Jonathan Lewis and a conversion from Christopher Hudson, but all unable to prevent their first defeat of the season, 24-12 to Royalians. It leaves Northern's seemingly inevitable title celebrations on ice as Caribs have a game in hand and can retain their crown with victory against the Defence Force next and a bonus point for scoring 4 or more tries. Some football news now. Puerto Rico and French Guiana were crowned queens of the CFU Girls Under-14 Challenge Series in Tier 1 after a 3-0 defeat to the Dominican Republic earlier in the competition. Puerto Rico turned the tables in the championship match while French Guiana beat Dominica in Tier 2. Caston Cupid has those highlights.
At the Atabolan Stadium, Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic squared off in the Tier 1 final. The Puerto Ricans were out looking for revenge after their group stage defeat, and in the 27th minute, their captain Caroline Muchacho gave them the lead. 7 minutes later, that lead was doubled when Liza Marie Espinoza let loose from outside the box.
Maybe the shot could come. It's not there yet. Here it is. Brilliant.
2-0 the score at the half. In the second period, Yamada Diaz put the game beyond doubt in the 38th minute.
That's another great ball opportunity here. That's going to be goal number 3.
Those were all the goals in that final. 3-0 the result, and Puerto Rico successfully defending their title, winning Tier 1 for the second straight year.
These are your champions for 2025.
Earlier today, French Guiana took on Dominica in the Tier 2 final. The decider in this encounter came in the 24th minute when Tiffany Dado got the vital touch and the ball trickled across the line. The 1-0 scoreline good enough to send French Guiana into celebrations, lifting the Tier 2 title. Caston Cupid, CNC3 Sport.
Trinidad and Tobago's Junior Pan American Games performance has lifted a generation of athletes and brought great pride to our Twin Islands. After the games came to an end over the weekend, we take a look back at the historic performance from Team TTO.
The second edition of the Junior Pan American Games came to a spectacular conclusion in Asuncion's Olympic Park, with this country's contingent joining the Conga Line of Nations to celebrate a new best showing at the Multisport Showcase. At the inaugural edition in 2021, TNT's Forte athletes brought home 2 medals from their participation in 8 sports. This time around, a 75-member strong group competing in 13 disciplines, including archery, badminton, golf, table tennis, triathlon, sailing and hockey, set the bar for future generations. The young team TTO walked out of Olympic Park with 11 medals, 1 gold won by Shanika Bascom in the women's 100 meters, 2 silver won by the quartet of Bascom, Alex Henry, Sierra Joseph and Janae Gans in the women's 4x1 and the other by Jaden Marchand in the men's 400 meters, and 8 bronze, the Gans becoming the only athlete to bring home honours in both track and field with a long jump 3rd place finish. Track cyclist Makira Wallace won 3 of those medals in the women's sprint, Karen, and as part of the women's team sprint with Kyra Williams and Phoebe Sandy. Daniel James also won multiple medals on the velodrome in the men's Karen and as part of the team sprint with Jelani Ned and Ryan Darbrough. In the pool, Nikolai Blackman won the 50-meter freestyle bronze, as well as men's 4x100-meter freestyle bronze with Zarek Wilson, Johan Matthew Matamoro, and Zachary Anthony. Bascom, who overcame great personal struggles to top the rostrum, epitomized the under-23 Team TTO's spirit at these games.
When I realized, well, I won, it was like just pure joy just come out of me because this is my first gold medal in a very long time, and I am very proud of myself to see how far I came from and the hard work that I put in to get this gold medal because it was not easy at all.
She's already booked a spot in the next Pan American Games and will lead the charge for this exciting crop of athletes heading into Lima, Peru in 2027. Jovan Ravello, CNC3 Sport.
Defending English Premier League champions Liverpool got 3 points the hard way on the road to Newcastle today when they literally won it at the death. The Reds took the lead in the 35th minute through Ryan Gravenberch from distance. They doubled that lead at the start of the second half, Hugo Ekitike placing it home from inside the area. However, goals from Bruno Guimaraes and in the 57th, that is, and William Osula in this 88th made it 2-2 Liverpool now. And with that, a new Liverpool star streaks into tonight's Sport High.
Birthday gift for Engomore, who will turn 17 on Friday, and he scored on his Premiership debut. So Engomore, for that achievement, you earn tonight's CNC3 Sport High.
Good goal, guys. And speaking of high moments, Trinidad and Tobago continues to punch above its weight class in athletic endeavor. And as we recount moments along our journey to 63 years of independence, we here at CNC3 we call another triumphant sporting moment.
Trinidad in second, and look at Rooney. What a performance by the Briton. He's getting roared on by the crowd. Who's taking the last gold at one of the greatest editions of the World Championship? Lalonde Gordon with the run of his life. Trinidad finished the 2017 World Championships with gold, silver for the United States, and it's bronze for Great Britain.
Welcome to Food Basket's Hyperactive Fitness Club in Arima, where achieving your goals is our #1 priority. Hyperactive Fitness, baby. That's the place to go.
Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Hello, Trinidad and Tobago. Have you noticed the XL products at your local pharmacy? Endorsed by cricket star Andre Russell and many more, these supplements represent the pinnacle of natural health solutions, trusted for their efficacy and purity.
You can tell from the crowd who's up next. It's Trinray's star player, whose world-class stats put him in a league of his own. Trinray's risen to become a true force to be reckoned with. With an unbeaten Carrier rating, they boast a strong solvency and A-class service. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing Trinray's financial and technical strength at its best.
Trinray, premier insurance coverage for less.
Get the best back-to-school specials at Southern Food Basket. Soft and Pretty paper towels, 3-pack, 2 for $29.95. Snuggle napkins, 250s, 2 for $22.95. Quicks 300 ml, 3 for $24.95. Western corned beef, 2 for $28.95. Blue Ribbon chicken franks, 450 grams, 2 for $26.95. Blue Ribbon turkey bologna, 200 grams, 3 for $24.95. Available at Southern Food Basket. Offers available while stocks last.
Get the best in affordable eyewear. Frames with blue filter lenses and eye exam, $399. Single vision lenses with transitions on designer frames, $799. Progressive transitions with designer frames, $1,399. Happening only at Seaview Optical. Affordable eye care for everyone.
What should your parents use to fight inflammation?
Omega XL.
What do you think I should take, babe?
My mommy and daddy should use Omega XL to fight inflammation.
Introducing CTS College's Early Learners Academy, our physical school with a nursery, daycare, and preschool. With qualified and experienced staff, modern classrooms, and the latest teaching methods and technology, your child would get the personal care and education they deserve. Activities include potty training, storytelling, phonics, craft, academics, and field trips. Enroll your child today at CTS College's Early Learners Academy.
Your immune system is your first line of defense. Discover BioStrath Immune Health. BioStrath Immune Health is enriched with zinc, ensuring that your body stays resilient. BioStrath Immune Health. Get what you need naturally.
Plumbing problems? Don't guess. Call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646. Proud to be serving Trinidad and Tobago for over 20 years. We do it all. Maintenance and repairs, new construction, sewer lines, inspection, drain cleaning, leak detection. We are licensed and insured. So call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646.
Public Utilities Minister Barry Padareth is pledging to end cultural and religious discrimination within government institutions.
During an interview following Ganesh Utsav celebrations at the Cooper South Constituency Auditorium on Sunday, Padareth accused the former PNM administration of removing cultural and religious events from the official calendar. He said he has requested all state boards to reintroduce the observance of national events as part of their corporate social responsibility within reasonable costs.
In the past, what has happened is that the management of these companies have been very selective of what they choose to celebrate and so on. And therefore, a diverse country like Trinidad and Tobago, I believe that we have to represent all faiths, all backgrounds. So I'm not so sure when you said that all these celebrations were cut in the past. It wasn't all. They selected which ones would have been cut.
He said his office's Ganesh Utsav celebrations were funded by the private sector, even though the organizing group could have applied for state funding.
It's time to recap our headlines. Murder-accused Rajay Ali among 18 detained under prevention detention orders. He's accused of continuing gang leadership even while in custody.
The Prime Minister says CARICOM unity was fractured even before her backing of the United States' presence in the Caribbean.
In sport, TNT women's volleyball head coach calls for a home for the sport, pledging 75% of personal funds.
And in the weather for tomorrow, hot and sunny periods will be interrupted by scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms.
As we leave you, let's remind you to stay connected with us on our social media platforms.
There you'll find tonight's stories, the latest updates, and exclusive content. And don't forget to pick up a copy of the Guardian newspaper.
We've come to the end of the 7 p.m. news on CNC3. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Maria Rambly.
Brian Vachu.
I am Jassy Marie.
And I'm Jean-Marc Rambasad. Have a good night.